Hello and welcome back to Assetto Corsa EVO. Thank you very much for joining me in today's video for what is effectively a continuation of the last video. So in the last video, I started looking at some of the license tests and just really gave my opinion whilst trying them as to what they actually can give you. And in my personal opinion, it wasn't that much, but it wasn't terrible. They gave you the ability to drive cars, and later, as I started realizing, there was some extra information there. For example, on the sides of the road, it was telling you where to aim and where to perhaps brake. I'm not entirely certain if it was 100% accurate all the time, but it certainly gave you an idea. So that was pretty good. But alongside that, when the online version became available, which I have already, as I've mentioned before, criticised and talked about my concerns about it, and I still have those concerns, and we'll see if they play out today, special events became available. And I want to see what these special events actually give us. Now, I'm not particularly keen on this electric one, but who knows, maybe driving the electric car around in this sort of weather will be, or once I drive it around for a bit, it might be a little bit better for me. I have no actual idea. And particular braking by lifting the throttle. See that just doesn't. I'm not great on that. But it says, challenge yourself with the high grip Mazda MX-5 Cup in the beautiful hills of Imola. We have the special edition GR86, which I did say I was going to buy. So I will be doing that in this video as well. I have done some additional checking. It is a lowered version. The performance version is definitely lowered. Suzuka and so on and so forth. So we have 6 special events currently. I'm going to see if I can do 3 of them in this video. So let's get started. And also, I'm going to attempt to see if I can get head tracking working in this, because I think head tracking is probably fairly important. Right, so here we go, setting up the first job for this, I guess, the first task, first challenge. I'm not going to mess around with the vehicle setup, although you've got the setup there, although it's now stuck on that. There we go. So tires, I think things have changed just a little. What I think is really interesting though is that this is where the tires are, but you select the tires here. Doesn't make so much sense. Doesn't make that much sense at all to me. But I'm just going to leave everything as default for now, and we'll see how this all pans out. So we'll go ahead and drive, and I'll see if it all works. So I get to start my engine, which is great. I do like that idea. And this one is manual. It is 1837. Let's have a look at whether or not head tracking works. It does not. Okay, so I'm just going to switch off my head tracking because there's no point me having it on. There we go. Everything is back, and let's go drive. So I have apparently 10 minutes in this. That's how much it's going to give me. Let's see exactly what I can do in 10 minutes. It's a little bit loud in my ears. Okay, 10 minutes begins. Here we go. Figure out where to brake. Think about there. Car's loading up nicely. It's slick tires. They are warming up, optimum driving conditions. Might not even need to brake round that corner. And already I think I am pushing a little bit more than I was in the last video, because I'm starting to get used to Assetto Corsa EVO, getting used to the feel, getting used to the driving characteristics, and that is good. That's a reasonable speed. Not sure why it's still showing kilometers per hour. I mean, I did have that selected in miles per hour. I'm not sure why it's done that. Possibly should switch on some lights. I might do that. How do I switch on my lights? No idea. Completely forgotten how to do that. Need to check the controls. Oh, definitely can brake later in these or into that chicane. How do I switch on my lights again? Is it this? No, it's wipers. I thought it was this. No, it's flashing my headlights. Well, these brakes do not have that horrible grinding noise that the BMW brakes have. Is it down? That's hazards. Is it in? No. Is it turn? There we go, it's turn. Turn, I mean rotate the dial on my Fanatec wheel. Okay, definitely getting a much better feel for this car. Weight transfer, that's something that this title does. I can feel it so much better than the first Assetto Corsa. It's the weight transfer. It really is a great feeling comparatively. I also think I might need to clean my wheel a little after all this use. Just make sure, just like you clean the steering wheel of a real car, I think maybe clean the steering wheel of this. That wasn't too bad. That was a little slow though. I think that was definitely a little slow. I'm sure I can go lots faster. Let's try and brake just after the 50-meter board here. Yep, that's better. I think actually at the 50-meter board is the best option. So possibly get another 2 laps in. Too late. Should have. I came off the brakes there, sort of eased off the brake when I shouldn't have. Force feedback in this title is so much more improved over Assetto Corsa. It truly is. Once you start pushing the car, you really start feeling it. And I think in the last update, you can feel. I think it is ABS chatter. I think there's slight ABS chatter that you can just feel through the wheel. But certainly every bump in the road, I can feel the bumps of the rumble strips and the like. Keep it smooth. Oh, could definitely carry more speed through that. I keep doing that. I'm thinking third might be the better option all the way around that hairpin. Not entirely certain. Much better carrying of speed through there. I think a 208 might be very possible here. That actually was quite rough. Whatever I hit there, I think I clipped and skipped over the curb, and that was really rough on the wheel. Very realistic. Carry more speed out of that chicane. So this is what I was mentioning in the last video about the license tests do not really give you much. This, I think, is giving me more. This special event is giving me a lot more experience and understanding and improvement of driving than the license tests were. And by no means, again, I'm just going to point out, by no means am I quick here at all. This is not that fast. I'm sure I've got about 2 or 3 seconds that I can still improve upon. 2:07.6, that's faster than I thought it was going to be, that's for sure. It's certainly faster than I thought it was going to be. It would be really nice if I had a live delta. That would be really, really nice, but unfortunately I do not have a live delta. Because I think a live delta would give me a lot more information where I know where I'm losing time, I know where to push, I know where to try and improve lap upon lap. Just like Assetto Corsa the first has. Right, try not to have that nasty skip this time, because that was quite horrible. Oh, but this time I've gone a little wide. That has cost me. Still, we'll get one more lap after this. Definitely will get one more lap after this. As I said, carry a bit more speed out of the chicane, as I have this time. Try and roughly straight line this as I go down the hill. Like that, that's it. Braking downhill, it's quite rough. There's definitely, you can definitely feel it's harder to brake downhill in this than the original Assetto Corsa. Reminds me a little bit, again, I am going to end up comparing it. It does remind me of Gran Turismo. There's a faster lap. One more to go. I honestly thought that lap was a little slower, but apparently not. I have no idea what we get out of the end of this, by the way. Oh no, that's gone. That was where you pushed a little too hard. And that's that lap. I'm actually going to pit at the end of this lap then. Okay, not bad. 2:07, I think I honestly had a 2:0... I think I had a 2:06 in me in this session. I could have taken about 4/10 off that. But unfortunately, I messed up. Still, that's not bad. That is not bad at all. More considering going back to the replay and just watching my... There's a couple of laps, there's a couple of moments I want to watch in a couple of laps that I'm just thinking it might not let me do at the end of this. So what I'm going to do is before I cross the finish line, it's going to want me to go into... It's not going to tell me to pit, is it? Because it's going to want me to cross the finish line, and the finish line in this is exactly where the start line is. So I'll have to do something else. Right, this is what I'm going to do. I'll just stop here, just for a moment. And I'm going to go into the replay. And let's play. So which bits was it? Interesting. Also kind of interested in trying to get a thumbnail somewhere. Somewhere here there will be a thumbnail opportunity. Unfortunately, none of this none of these are the spots. Car does sound good, and I did mention this last time. It's very similar to how it sounded in Assetto Corsa, but there's just that little bit more growl to it, a little bit more pop. Cameras, the cameras are pretty much the same as they always have been. They really are, but the graphics wise, there is a massive improvement. It really is. They just need to optimize this and a little bit of polishing and some optimization, and then they're onto a winner. Okay, no flames come out the back yet, even though you hear them. I think this was the lap. Is this the lap? I think this was the lap where I had a really nasty jump, and I just want to see what happened. Slight tap of the brakes, that's all. Carrying a lot of speed. So on the last lap where I slid out, I actually didn't tap the brakes. I just tried to throw the car in. That did not work. That was a bad idea. Okay. I've just realised it probably wasn't this lap, it was the lap before. I'm just thinking about it now. Given that I've gone around and that's going up to 9 minutes, it takes me 3 minutes to get around. So it was the last lap. Yeah, it was the lap before. I'm just going to check anyway. Also, listening to my gear changes, this does not seem like the right lap. See, I don't think it was that. I don't think it was that. It was the previous lap. So is it this bit? That's going down to the end. Where are we looking? There's a bump there, going through there. Now this is going to be going up to the hairpin, right? Is that where I am? Where am I? No. Where on earth am I? Oh, yes. Now we're coming up to the hairpin. But again, this is the wrong lap. Or is this the right lap? This might be the right lap. This I think is the right lap. There's a crowd? Didn't even notice them. Oh dear. So... here we go. How did I hit this? Okay, that's what it was. It was actually the car bottoming out. Oh, this is still the wrong lap. No, it can't be that one. Let's go back to... it has to be this lap. I have to find this because I really want to see what happened. This must be the lap. Maybe it was the car bottoming out. No idea. So, through Aqua Minerale. Oh, what's going on here? What is this? Game's decided it doesn't want to exist anymore? It's just decided, yep, it wants to lag and stutter and stop working. Right, this was it. I went, okay, wheel lifted up. That's what's happened. I definitely felt that. And I felt that quite a jolt through the wheel, I should point out. Right, so I guess, do I have to still finish the lap? I'll try and finish the lap and see what happens. That judder does concern me, though. That judder really concerns me. I'm not entirely sure what I'm supposed to do with that if it occurs whilst I'm driving. Well, surely that means that it's going to just be end of session when that happens. If that happens, perhaps it shan't. We shall never know. There we go. Yes, that is a very slight chat of game offline, attempting reconnection. Oh no. Well, this could be the shortest video, because why has it done this now? And surely if this was an online feature, label cannot retrieve data. Yep, there we go. What does this do? I do not understand. What is this supposed to give me something? Is this supposed to give me money? It's a special event, so does it give me money? I have no money. No extra money. Game offline, reconnection failed. Why? Why has that happened? So by the way, to switch between online and offline, you just do this. That's what you do. But I'm now concerned. What, has this just... Yeah, offline. It's gone. That's ridiculous. And now this is going to... Now I can talk about why this is all a mess. Now I bet you if I restart the game, it will all work. So I'm just going to quit and come back in. You'll probably see a blank screen. But I quit and come back in and it will probably work. But this is the problem with having this sort of thing as an online feature. It's unnecessary and very much not needed. It's not needed in the slightest. And I think it's extremely, extremely disappointing that this is a thing. In my opinion. There, it's now online. Now the question is has it picked up what I did, or has it just got rid of it? What happens? Like I do not understand how this what happens. How does it work? Yeah, there's nothing there. Although I did do it. So what exactly was the point of that? So it's lost my time, it's lost whatever it was that I was doing. So in all honesty, I'm not going to do those ones. I'm not going to do that. Instead, what I'm going to do is let's go ahead and buy a vehicle. Because at least I can do that, and then maybe I'll go and do another license. Let's go ahead. I said I was going to buy a Toyota, didn't I? So it says 3 versions available that actually... So you've got these 2, which is one version. Then you have these 2, which are 2 different versions. I'm actually considering buying two of these vehicles, but for now I'm going to just pick one. I'm going to start with this one just to show you what you can configure on this. So you can change the exhaust tip color from black to black chrome to black. You can pick some anniversary wheels, or you can pick the good old Toyota BRZ or GT86, sorry, GT86 wheels. Very similar to the original GT86 wheels on this GR86. You can apparently change the color of that wheel. You can have bronze wheels or black wheels. Parts, you can apparently put the performance package on, which, as you can see, does lower the car. This is how I figured it out. So it does lower the car, and then you can change... you cannot change the brake caliper bit, but you can change the spoiler and put that in... It says, yeah, this is actually a spoiler. So the spoiler can be painted black, should one wish to do so. So there is that. Apart from lowering the car, so better springs, I guess, and changing of the brake calipers, the brakes look the same. I don't think the brakes are any bigger. No, I'll take that back. The brakes are bigger. The brakes are definitely bigger. You've put Brembo discs on. Not much else, but that's pretty cool. I'm just going to discard this, and we're just going to go to this one because I do particularly like this. And we're going to have a look at what we can configure here. So exterior wise, exhaust tips. I think I'm going to leave them in that color. Body color, you can either have in spark red or white liquid. I'm going to actually have that color. Just because this has the whole old AE86 look. Hence the Trueno edition. Leather color, red only. Wheels. You could have the bronze wheels. They look terrible. I'll do that. Parts. A whole bunch of. Wait, even inside. How do I go inside? How do I go inside? Auto switch view. Interior. Apparently not. Come on, take me inside the car. Oh, F1 maybe. No, F2, no. Okay, can someone open up the doors, please? Can we open the door? That's not it. Thank you. That way I can have a look. So we've got these interior bits as well. So that gear knob, which is nice. It's a shame I cannot have it in a right-hand drive, because really this should definitely be in a right-hand drive. What does it say? Front and rear. Ooh, engine. We can actually look at the Boxer engine. That's pretty cool. Yes, that is pretty cool. I do like the fact that that is available. Personally, I do like this. Track garage is quite a nice place. Oh, nighttime, especially something like that. So can we open up the boot? We can open up the boot. Ooh, GR86 floor mat in the boot. I like this little that there. Shame that the number plate cannot be changed yet. Can we get the lights on? Yes, no number plate lights. We do have standard front lights. Yep. Indicators. Hazard light. Okay, now that's a little bit of detail I do appreciate. The fact that, so hang on, if I use a left or right indicator, will the driving light switch off? Wait, what? That was, there I found a little bug. You can switch the left and right indicator on. So if you do that and then, interesting, but that's pretty cool. It switches the driving lights off. That's pretty cool. Obviously the fog light will be down there. Yes. Reverse lights should be down there too. I do like the fact that it looks like it is going through the glass, which I have a feeling it might actually be doing that. Yeah, this is quite nice. So I'm now just really looking at these lights and checking them out. This is a car I'm potentially, well, actually, maybe I shan't buy this. In the real world, that is. These ones are quite expensive, if you think about it. Now, if I understand correctly, if I just leave this, so do that, apply that and leave it as it is, will it go into, like, I think somebody mentioned it goes into a, what do you call it? Let's zoom out a bit so I can take a thumbnail regardless. Some sort of panning around slideshow, not slideshow. What's the right word? Showcase. That's it, showcase of the car. I have no idea how long it takes though. So perhaps it isn't worth me, actually waiting for it. Maybe. I'll give it a couple of, maybe I'll give it a few seconds and see if it does anything. Maybe it's a minute. But anyway, as you can see, so we've got the problems with the special events, which is just a little annoying. But we've got cars that are relatively good. Should I keep waiting? No, I'm not going to keep waiting. That's and it probably is just in like 5 or 10 seconds from now, but no, I'm not going to keep waiting. So let's go back. Let's confirm that. Let's purchase it. Doesn't tell you how much these cost. That's the other thing. It doesn't just tell you when you've customized it. You've got to see it earlier on. So now in my garage, I have. How do I do all? There you go. I have 3 vehicles. So we've got this one, which I've obviously painted up like this. I can customize that, but there isn't much. As we've noticed, there isn't that much to customize on it. But I can, for example, do custom wheel colors. I am actually, let's go ahead and do that because I'm going to put these Oz wheels on. And we're going to go for a high gloss finish of pretty much brilliant white. There we go. Let's go rally style. Now let's go to the Toyota and see what I can do with it. Just curious because I want to know how much of this I can then. So still manufacturer colors there only. I can do custom colors here. This is what I'm interested in. I want to see, for example, can I do this? I mean, it isn't going to look great. That's for sure. But I can. I mean, if I wanted to, I could just make it completely. I say make it completely white. Clearly, it's whatever this finish on it is what's giving it its thing, its special color. There we go. Now we've got a metallic white. We've got a satin. I do not like satin metallic. It does not work well, nor does matte metallic. Pearlescent normally looks great. In fact, even on this one, it does look great. The blue doesn't work with the stripes. It would have to be blue with white stripes. So you have to use a very bright color. Honestly, I think the color they had was perfect. In all honesty, so I would just exit that and discard the changes. The color for this car is just right. It works really, really well. The only thing I would potentially do is change that to try and match the matte color of this, but then that is shiny anyway, so that's all right. Let's go see what other vehicle there is to purchase. What else would I purchase? Not a Merc. Apparently I cannot buy that because I do not have the license. Ferrari. And then after that, I will end the video. Apparently there's no Ferraris for sale. What? What just happened? There we go. It's back. I wonder if that was the game going offline again. 275. It would probably take all of my money to do this. But, you know, configure, exterior, let's see. Ooh, they've got a few options. What interior options do we have here? They have a lot of options on this. Carpet color. Okay, if this is what we are looking to get in Assetto Corsa, then yes, please. Yes, please, very much so. Thank you. Standard rim, forged rim. Oh, look at that. Diamond polished. No, that's that special one, isn't it? Carbon fiber rim. That's a really classic Ferrari rim right there. Okay, let's discard that for now. I think that is something I have to get back to. Let me see. Man, apparently the game crashed. There it goes again. See, I just do not understand. Surely this was not ready for the version 1.5. Maybe because so many people were bugging them about it. Maybe that is what they did. Admittedly, I am recording this on the 7th of February, so the day after I recorded the last video. Maybe they're still working. They've found these bugs and they haven't yet fixed them, but the constant crashing is just, and the game going offline, it's just very, very problematic. I do kind of just want to go through a few of these. Apparently I can't. Why can I not click on this? Well, if it doesn't work this time, I am just ending the video. Right, it's gone. What is going on here? Well, I guess I'm not getting... Come on, try again. I guess I'm not getting the licenses in this video. I am just sitting here, apparently doing nothing, because there's nothing else I can do. The game crashes when I try. Maybe single player would work. I have no idea. But special events, game breaks. Academy, game is back. Oh, now it's letting me do it. I have a bad feeling about this. I feel like this may not work. Really think this may not work. But I'm driving it. I have no idea how to drive this car in the rain, so... Well, actually, it's not that difficult to drive in the rain. Well, there it goes. So, I'm obviously showing you... It's actually jumping the time. Yes, it is jumping the time still. You cannot play like this. Game offlines. You cannot. It's just not possible. It really is not. It's like... I honestly have no idea why this is a thing. This should never have been a thing. Yes, it should never have been... This online mode should never have been a thing. Offline mode is how it's supposed to be unless you specifically want to play online. If you specifically want to play online, then you activate an online mode. Dearie me. Yes, I know. Well, that's my fault for not paying attention to the levels of grip that I had. But at this point, I think I am going to get game offline again. I am going to end this video, so thank you very much for watching. Please remember to click on the like button if you like this video. Subscribe to the channel for more videos on Assetto Corsa EVO. I'm going to give it another... Probably going to wait a week or two before I do another one. Because hopefully they fix this. Maybe this is just a problem that will last a few days. They'll sort it out and then everything will be absolutely brilliant. Maybe that is what they'll do. So I'm going to give it a few days and then come back after that and see what I can do. So if you did like this video, please remember to click on the like button, subscribe to the channel for more videos on the Assetto Corsa. As I said, leave a comment in the comments box below, letting me know what you think, any suggestions you might have. If you know how to improve this, apparently that was 2 stars and I could have very easily got 3 stars there actually, 4/10 off. At least that bit's working. How long is that going to last? I have no idea. Absolutely no idea. If you can do so, please do consider supporting me on Patreon. Link in the description box below, as are links to my social media and Discord server. That is all from me at the end of this run, and I shall see you next time in Assetto Corsa EVO, where I think, depending on what is available, I'll have a look at what I can and cannot do. I'll try and do more of the special events, if possible. I'm trying to use a bit of a wet line here. if possible. But if not, then obviously I'm just going to have to try and figure out where we go from here. I have no doubt that they will make this work. It's just that at this point in time, I think they should have waited. I genuinely think they should. They very much should have waited. Oops. That was pretty bad, actually. That was actually pretty bad, although it's an easy way to make money. I mean, I should have been a whole second faster there. Never mind. Well, there we go. That is that. I shall see you next time.